Fun fact, you guys, Jake Gyllenhaal was supposed to replace Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man 2 if Tobey Maguire wasn't able to do the movie because he had broken his back just recently. So there you go. What's going on, Drawing 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys. This is the one you guys have been asking for. This is Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. Let's do this. Before we begin, you guys, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools, let's draw Mysterio. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our drawing. I've got my paper in landscape. We are going to kind of just be drawing Mysterio up to the chest area here. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is one of those where if you don't know how to draw a circle, that is okay. You just kind of need to practice it a little bit because we're going to start off drawing the circle. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of find my center line here on my paper. And I'm going to want to draw my circle a little bit off center. So start right here and down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first figure out the top and bottom, okay, and then left and right. So that way you might be able to kind of find a, you'll be able to just easily draw these quarters a little bit better maybe. So that's one way to draw a circle. Okay, so just keep working at it. Of course, you want to make sure that, you know, this is about the same as this. I think it's a little bit, just a little bit wider. There you go. Okay. And again, pause this video if you guys struggle with this part, and just, you know, take your paper and like rotate it so that you're not awkwardly placing your wrists in like a really like tough position to draw. So, you know, rotate your paper. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have my paper kind of, I got this sticky stuff in the back of my drawing board here to keep it from flying everywhere. So just keep working at it until you get a nice circle. Alternatively, you guys can also find something that's roughly this size, you know, got a mug over here. You can also trace that. It's about the same size as my A4 paper. And yeah, you could do that one as well. Okay, so there you go. There is our Mysterio head. Okay, and then here's where I want the center to be. And the center is going to go like this. So I'm imagining that Mysterio's head is kind of going to be tilting this way a bit. Okay. Draw a little, there's going to be a little bit of a bump there. And then right around here as well, like here. And here there's going to be the collar. Okay, this goes, so I'm going to bring that collar piece, or whatever this piece is called, down, starting to look like a fishbowl. This goes down. Okay, right in the front part there's like this longer, it drops down like this, and then straight curved line like so. Okay, so we'll leave it like that for now, and then let's draw the cape. And the cape's going to come out from here. It's going to come out this way, and then this one is going to be a little bit longer. It's going to come out this way. Okay, so we're going to imagine that there's a head in here. Okay, so if we imagine a head, we should be able to kind of figure out the proportions. Now, it's a silly looking costume. It really works for the character. But if you keep in mind that there's a head in there, then when you draw the body, it shouldn't be, you know, it should be proportional. It should be roughly the same size. So if you know the head, then you know whether you're drawing the body too big or too small. Okay, so here I'm creating the shoulders. They're going to go down like this. Okay, and then roughly right around, okay, this is where you want the cape, right? Just beneath that, we're going to have a shoulder. So I'm going to draw a curve, and then this one's going to go out further, right around there. Shoulder beneath that, like so. Okay. Just imagine the straight line going through, that's the collar. Okay, and then line here for the chest, and then right around here for the chest as well. So again, we're still trying to, even though we're going to be erasing these lines later on, it's important to have them. And then the body goes like this. Okay, here we have a bit of the bicep muscle. It does get cut off. And then this is just going to go along the back like that. So there's an arm. And then here, again, bicep muscle is going to go like this. And then the arm is going to go like that. Okay. So there's roughly our Mysterio body. Okay. There, and we're kind of, let's give him some bigger shoulders here, and that's about good. That's, there you go. Okay, so I mean to draw this lightly, but because I am recording, I'm just drawing it a little bit darker, but you guys just keep working on yours to make sure that it's drawn, you know, pretty lightly. Okay, so I'm just going to draw roughly the angle that I want the, like this chest, whatever you call it, like the armor piece that goes on his chest. There's like these angles that go this way. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab the action figure because I do have the action figure for this. Here we go. So here we go. So we're drawing the, what do you call it, this stuff right here. It's like the glowing green thing that goes across his chest. So we're going to draw that. So here's our Mysterio head here. Yeah, I really like this action figure. Anyway, so the cape billows out, as you guys can tell, high above his shoulders. So that's what this is right here. And right around here and here, he's going to have these pentagon shapes. So let's draw those pentagons. Draw them kind of just above the armpit area here. So here's one, and there. Imagine the Superman logo. That's kind of the shape that we want. Flat at the top. Okay, right here as well. This goes out. And just like that. Okay, and then this now goes to that corner. Okay, this here from this corner goes to this corner. This maroonish purple cape. And from this corner, actually down here, go out to that corner there. So it sort of billows out. And then from here, this goes down. Kind of goes out and down. Okay, right here, it goes out this way. And there we go. So there's the cape, and there's the body. And then if I take my eraser, we can kind of erase this part right here. There we go. And then we could probably erase the inside now. There we have it. So there's our Mysterio right there. And now, you guys, I'm kind of changing the format of my videos a little bit. And if you guys do have, if you guys do have an ad blocker, you'll probably just experience a blip. But this is where I'm going to put in my little commercial break, okay, before we go on to the next stage. So here we go, a little bit of a commercial, or not. All right, guys, so let's go back to our drawing. Let's zoom in now and let's start working on, because there's really not much that we can do here. Let's figure out how to draw the inside of the helmet a little bit later on. But the first thing I'm going to start working on is like this part right here, that part of the neck. So let's go and do that collar. So let's zoom in. Excuse me, there you go. And I'm going to erase this a little bit. I'm actually going to grab myself a new pencil and just work on those details, those fine details. Okay, so I'm going to create this little curve. I'm going to create like a trapezoid shape. It goes like that, and then same thing down here at the bottom. What I want to do is take these two corners and create another trapezoid shape going inward, 2 lines. There you go. So it sort of just creates another trapezoid shape here. It just sort of creates this, I don't know what you call it even. Yeah, it just sort of signifies that that's the front of the helmet here. Okay, so there, if I just bring these corners and just make them meet. There. Okay, and then over here, I just bring them like that, and it actually comes out as a bump over here. So a little bump that sticks out like that and goes back. Okay, and then same thing here, so right around, roughly in the same area. There. All right, there you go. Zooming out slightly, let's work on the actually, let's work on these little symbols right here first, just on the armpit. And I'm going to correct myself a little bit, and I'm going to move them a little bit higher up, just slightly. So slightly higher up. This one looks smaller than this one, and from our picture, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be. And yeah, so right on the inside. So once you have that general shape here, what you want to do is you want to take this side, and this side, and we're just going to draw lines like this. So it sort of looks like you got a thicker side on those three sides. There you go. I'm going to draw 2 lines here, 2 lines, 2 lines. Okay, this part right here seems to be thinner. So thinner line here. Okay, and then now we got to draw an eye in the middle. Illuminati confirmed, am I right? So curve like this, and then like this. And if you guys look what I mean, this side seems to be bigger than this side, and there's the eye that we're trying to draw. And forgive me, you guys, if my voice is a little different today. I've just been struggling with a bit of a sore throat lately. 2 circles in the center. Okay, there you go. Here at the bottom, center line, and then sort of comes out from there. Just like that. And then here, this goes to the corner, and this goes to the corner. And I think that's good. So that's our first eye symbol. Second eye symbol is slightly different. Actually, it's a lot is the same. So there, there, and there. These are all thick. Okay, again, I double these lines. But there's a very slight, it's like even tinier than this. I don't know if it's meant to be the same or not, but it's different. Okay, now the eye. Okay. Pupil in the center, 2 circles, and then line going down the middle, and then just eyelashes that go out, and then here in the corners, there and there. So there you have that second cape clips, these pieces right here. Okay, so there you go. Now we're going to draw the cape, zooming out slightly so you guys can see. The cape is going to billow out from there. So let's kind of draw the pattern of the cape, and what it seems like. The fabric is super dark in my reference photo, which you guys can find down in the description, by the way. So take a look at that. This goes out from here to the side. This goes from here, goes up like that. So you have these three areas. This one right here wraps around like so. So I'm going to draw lines that just show the fabric wrapping around like this. Okay. And this one is just a bunch of lines going zigzag from left to right. And a nice uneven curve. So you guys notice that my curves aren't, you know, I'm not drawing them the same. Okay, now let's go over here. Let's draw the cape. And as the cape goes out, it sort of creates these multiple layers here on the shoulder part. So that's one layer there, and then a smaller layer here, and then maybe thicker again. So you guys notice that I'm getting rid of my straight line. Okay, from here, this goes up. And it's also going around to the back, so you guys can see. How it does that. Okay, just adjusting a few things. And then right here, this is sort of where it curves. And it's just going to look like that. So that's how it sort of goes over. And then here in the back, there you go. Yeah, that was I may have done that a little too fast. So feel free to pause this video, take a look at what I just did there, and see if you guys can replicate it. Now, of course, you don't have to make your fabric fold similar to mine. This isn't exact science. It's like, this is one of those things where it takes a lot of practice for you to kind of get a good eye on how to draw them. And for me, it's like, I can't really teach you. There's no, okay, here in the middle, draw a line like that. Like it's all instinctive. So draw what looks good. Okay. Now let's go on this side here, and I'm going to start over on this side. And I'm going to draw a line going across like this. And I'm breaking up that straight line again. That goes to the side. And then here, this goes there. Okay. I'm going to break that up even more here in the center. With a line that goes like this. Okay, and then here, let's continue. Okay, that's good. There. There's the cape billowing on that side. So now I'm going to draw this side here. It's a little curvy. So just drawing the side of the cape. There you go, around behind the arm. So here's our arm here. And here's our arm on this side. Just readjusting it. Okay, so here, that's good. Okay, so, I mean, the cape is a huge part of the character as well. The cool part, actually, what I like the most is like this body armor that he's got, or, excuse me, this thing that looks very, I don't know, it looks like a metallic, it's just like in the trailer, they say it looks like a cross between Iron Man, Thor, and Doctor Strange, and you can see that a lot in this body armor right here. Okay, so it's very detailed, it's got a lot of intricate lines to it, but we're going to try to simplify it for you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I drew a line going across, and this is kind of right in the middle of the biceps here. line going across like so. And I drew these, remember we drew these lines initially earlier? We're going to try to fit it into those lines. Okay, so just like that. Okay, this is going to go down to where we don't see it anymore. This is going to go down to where we don't see anymore either. Okay, find the center. So this is kind of where I want my center here. 2 lines on each side of it. I'm going to bring those lines towards these things. So you guys can see it looks like he's got like this face going on here. Okay, same spot on these sides. Hopefully, if you guys did it correctly, it should sort of create this, almost looks like a lizard nose. Okay, so you got these 2 lines. They should, if you look at the way that these 2 flow from like these 2 and these 2 compared, like you want to make sure that it sort of starts in a little narrow here, and it's get a little bit wider as you go down. Narrow, and it gets wider as you go down. Okay, I'm curving this part right here. I'm going to create this curve, and I'm going to double on these 2 lines, or on this line and this line, which this is actually going to go to the side like that. So it sort of shows like this top layer right there. I'm going to make this one go a little bit into the arm more. Okay, so you see a little bit more of the bicep part, or yeah, there you go. Okay, now let's go back over here and let's continue drawing. I'm going to draw a line from here now, above, down, down. Okay, and then here I'm going to draw a line going across, right above here. And that, and I'm going to erase these 2 so it creates this line. Okay, down here, little trapezoid, like that. Okay, and then from here now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from here going, actually from here going up, getting narrow as you go up to the top. Okay, another line here, and then I'm going to draw some parallel lines like so, and it goes into the cape. Now this is the second glowing, this is what we're drawing right here. Goes across here, like so. Okay, I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to erase this part right here. So here's our cape. Now this is the glowing part. I'm going to double up on these lines here. Okay, there you go. And here as well, because it's raised, I'm going to do 2 lines there, and draw 2 lines right here and here. Double up on this line. Okay, and then right here, I'm going to, again, erase that part. So this is the glowing blue part here, this right here, but I'm going to break it right here and here. I'm going to break it off slightly. I'm going to make this line thinner. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to connect it to this port. There you go. So this is still the glowing blue, and then this is the gold. Okay, and I'm going to draw a second line here, and a third. I'm going to stop it right around there. Same thing on the other side, so I draw a second line, and the third one, which I'm going to stop somewhere in the center while we figure out the lines that go from there. Okay. slightly confusing. I apologize, but you know, a lot of times these tutorials are just, it's difficult to kind of give direction if you're trying to describe just these abstract lines. Just kind of, it is a little bit difficult to explain things a lot, I find. Okay, so you have this line right here. Okay, so that's kind of like the bend in the armor. I'm going to find a spot here, and then I'm going to connect it to right around there. It sort of does this slight curve. Okay, so let's do it again on this side. Find a spot right around here, and then find a spot right here, and it more or less makes this curved line, straight line up and down. So you want to make sure that they're kind of about the same, more or less. Mine's a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay, so here we have some intricate details, which I'm just going to simplify by drawing these stripes, just like that. Okay, and then these, I'm going to draw a line like this, and also a line like this. Okay, so there you go. Now there's a bunch of these lights over here, and first I'm going to draw that line up at the top there, so it sort of creates this shape. Okay, so there you go. And then just a bunch of lines that go from here going across. 1, 2, this one, the third one closer, fourth one further away. So 4 lines, the 2 in the middle are closer to each other. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2 of them closer together, and then another one further back. Okay, and then so you have this shape here. You want to draw a triangle, or sorry, a rectangle inside. And it sort of stops right here. Okay. And then same thing over here. Just like that. And then for the most part, we're just going to leave it like so. And then here we've got some lines for the abs, and I'm just going to simplify this. 2 lines going down like this. If you guys don't have this space, that's completely fine. I'm actually going to cut off, probably going to cut off my drawing kind of right around there. So I'm just simplifying this. It goes up this way and this way if you guys want to draw like that. Bottom layer there, and then more lines going like that. Okay, so there we have our armored piece for our Mysterio right here. And then now let's draw the details on the arms. Okay, so there's this green part, and there's a lot of patterns to that green, and so we're going to try to replicate it with just our pencil. I'm going to grab myself another pencil, blue one. It's a blue pencil, but it's still a pencil. It's not like it writes in blue. Okay, so try to get this like arm perfect. Right in the center of the of our shoulder, however, there's going to be like this diamond shape. So I'm going to start with that diamond shape up there, and then I'll do the same thing on this side. So try to get that shape as best as you can. I'm going to erase all details inside, so you just have like this silhouette of the arm. I'm getting a lot of eraser dust, so I'm just going to wipe that away. I should be using this eraser more, but because it's been so hot, it really melts, and I'm finding it's getting a little tough to work with it. Okay, right around there, I'm going to draw a little diamond. Okay, so both of them have those diamond shapes now. From that diamond shape, we're going to shape our arm. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 lines going below it, going down. Okay, and then here, and as you guys see, my lines curve the way that the muscles curve. Okay, and then here it goes around like that, and this goes to the side, like so. Okay, so there's our arm right there. So right here, I'm going to just kind of figure out where the bicep is. Okay, so from that point, I'm going to draw these stripes. And those stripes follow, you see where it curves for the shoulder, and then just goes down the hand, down the arm. Okay, let me use this one actually. Okay, so those stripes follow the curvature of the arm. There you go. Okay, now we're going to draw some lines, thinner lines, going across the arm. So you might even need to turn your paper slightly so that you guys can draw those lines going across. And try to keep them thin. And then you want to make sure that it's following the curvature of the arm. Okay, so once you have that on one side, you want to go over these lines again because they're supposed to be a little bit darker. The lines coming from that diamond shape. And then here on the other side now. I'm going to be inking this, so I'll make it, I'm kind of doing a rough right now. I'm not being too careful with it because I will be inking it. And when I do, I'll be sure to make my lines a little better. There you go. Okay, you got these areas right here in the armpit. So that's going to be shaded in. That'll be shaded in. There's a bit of the cape that's going to be shaded in as well. Here and maybe here. There you go. So that's it. And finally, I guess, let's draw a little bit of a like smoke inside. Okay, if you guys want to create like the shine on Mysterio's head, you want to create the old classic shine. Looks like that one. So it curves like that, and then draw like a square here and a square here. That just sort of creates like this look to the look of the shine. I'm not sure if I want to create like the smoky effect inside. It's almost like drawing a cloud inside. But yeah, feel free to add any effects that you wish. I'm probably just going to leave it white. So there you go. And I think if we zoom out, we are done. You guys, that is our Mysterio drawing. As you guys can tell, it's quite a bit of details to it, so that's the reason why I didn't draw full body. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I enjoyed watching the movie. I liked the movie quite a bit, and I liked this Mysterio character quite a bit. It's a bit of a different pace in Spider-Man movie. Have never seen a character just like this before. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.
And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.